Welcome back, everybody, to Inside the Vandals. Joining me now is Idaho women's coach John Newley, fresh back from the road, a stretch. You guys get the split in Logan and get the win down there in San Jose. Let's start off with that game in Logan against Utah State. And shooting-wise, I think you can say it was probably the worst game of the year. 12% from deep, 20% from the floor. You guys losing that one 81-50. What did you take out of that game, John?
Well, I took out of that game was we couldn't throw the ball in the ocean from a boat. I know that. It was horrible shooting-wise. You know, I thought we had good looks, and it was one of those games where everybody, you know, had shooting problems, and not sure why. I thought we were really sluggish, though, you know, for the majority of that basketball game. So what we took away from it is we got to show up with energy, enthusiasm on the road, at home, no matter where we're at when the lights go on. We got to be ready to play, and I just don't feel like we were ready to play that basketball game.
Now, there were a few bright spots in that one. Stacey Barr, the sophomore shooting guard from Melbourne, I think had at least a little more energetic game than some of the other players on the team there. 13 points, 8 rebounds, really scrapped hard in the second half. Talk about how much she's grown in her year and a half here in Moscow.
Well, Stacey did have a good game. I mean, she played hard, you know, but she always plays hard. You know, that was nothing new coming from Stacey Barr. You know, she's going to dive on the floor, she's going to rebound, she's going to shoot the basketball and play as hard as she can all the time. And the problem was her teammates weren't really following her lead. And but Stacey's, you know, she's done a great job since she's been here. She's grown a lot defensively. I think that has improved more than anything. Her shot selection continues to improve, and as that improves, you know, her percentages improve. And you know, I just love Stacey. I love the way she plays. You know, she's a great kid on and off the floor.
So now shooting percentage woes that maybe were in Logan definitely got off the plane and came to the event center in San Jose. You guys shoot the ball incredibly well down there in California. Obviously, you guys have the 2 big early wins against Irvine and Riverside down in that state. You make it 3-0 against San Jose State there. You guys score over 80 points. Christina Salvatore, 22 points in the first half alone. Talk about the overall effort and what you liked out of that one.
Well, you know, we came out of the gate shooting it, and you know, shot the ball with confidence. We talked on Friday after you know, the Logan game, just saying, hey, you know, we have great shooters, shoot the ball with confidence, and you saw what Christina did. I mean, and as a team, 10 for 20 in the first half from 3. We were back on track. We were rolling. I thought we were playing really good defense. We weren't rebounding the ball like we needed to. We were giving them extra shots. You know, I think if we would have blocked out in the first half, we would have been up 20-something, and the game probably would have been over. But we allowed them back in with their offensive rebounding. But I like the way we responded when they cut it close. Got some good shots, got our transition game going, and pulled away.
83-66 was that final score. Jess Graham, a Ripon, California native, kind of there in that Bay Area. A big game for her, season high, 14 points. And maybe, John, the stat that you and I talked about, standing out the most in this one. The 2 point guards for the Vandals, Connie Ballestero and Chrissy Carr, 15 assists, no turnovers against San Jose State.
Yeah, it was amazing. You know, Connie had 11 of those, and I thought just distributed the ball extremely well, made great decisions. When Chrissy came in, she kept the offense flowing, made great decisions herself, passed the ball extremely well. I think as a team we had like 25 assists, and that's what we like to see, that number against the number of turnovers. Great job of our point guards running our team.
Also able to keep the WAC second leading scorer, Terea Cunningham, 6 points under her season average. You can't complain when that happens, John. So now let's look forward here. You're back inside the Cowan Spectrum this week. First time in a while as the Vandals have been on the road the last 2 weekends. You guys take on New Mexico State and Denver here. You got road wins against both those teams about a month ago. Start off with New Mexico State. What did you see in that game down there in Las Cruces that maybe you can push more here to really extend that 8-point lead?
Well, I think we can continue to run the basketball. I think we slowed down in the second half in Las Cruces. I thought in the first half really pushed the ball in transition and got some really good looks. The second half got very physical. They came out and just decided to get real physical with us, and we didn't handle that very well from the guard spot, from the inside the post. So, you know, we're going to have to toughen up. No, I think that's the way it's going to start. They're going to try to come out and shove us around and do the things they did in the second half to get back in the basketball game. We're going to have to handle that, handle their pressure, and continue to run the ball.
New Mexico State is a team that is really just in a free slide right now. They've lost 7 straight basketball games. but with that, they're a scary team. And I think there's no doubt about that. Stephanie Gilbreth is an incredibly talented 6th or 7th year senior. I think a USC transfer. You also have Denasia Williamson. Talk about some of the players they have and what they can really bring to the game.
Well, they're an extremely athletic basketball team, and they're capable of scoring points quickly, especially Gilbreth. I mean, she is McDonald's All-American out of high school, top 5 recruit in the country when she came out. You know, she's feeling good now. She's well from all of her knee surgeries and all that stuff. I think she's played extremely well this year and very dangerous inside and out. And she's the one who kind of put them on her back when we were down there and brought them all the way back. So we're going to have to know what she's doing. We're going to have to do a better job of defending Gilbreth for sure. But we're going to have to get out to their perimeter shooters. I think they're capable of knocking down threes at any time. And, you know, Williamson is tough, so we're going to have to keep her off the foul line and from getting to the rim.
The other name to watch in this one, if you guys are able to make it here to the Cowan Spectrum on Thursday, is Kelsey Rosendahl, a great offensive rebounder for them. Didn't quite have the game against you guys maybe she would like. She will look to get that back here. And then you move to Saturday, John, against Denver. And Denver is a scary basketball team in a lot of ways. They can shoot. They can rebound the ball. They're best in the WAC, actually, in rebounding margin. Morgan Van Riper Rose, Amiko Smith running the point, Maya Michelle down low. A lot of talent on that Denver team, and yet they've been semi-quiet in stretches of the WAC this year.
Yeah, I think they're very talented. I think they're a lot like we are. They're kind of built to shoot the basketball from 3. I think they have a variety of 3-point shooters. I think Smith is an excellent point guard, one of the top point guards in our league. Senior who really knows how to distribute, really knows what she's doing with that offense. And inside, they're tough, and they can get physical. I think they are. I think they're very scary. I don't think their record really shows the type of talent or type of team they are. And, you know, we're going to have to come in and really defend on Saturday with these guys because they are capable of scoring a lot of points in a hurry. We're going to have to know the personnel. We're going to have to know where Rose is, you know, where Smith is all the time. We're going to have to get through all those screens they set. And we're going to have to talk and communicate better than we did in Denver.
So now, John, finally, before we let you go here, Saturday, along with there being a basketball game, is something a little more special, obviously, in the community. It is Idaho's pink game, in which everyone will be, you know, kind of asked and wanting to wear pink of some sort to go ahead and support breast cancer awareness, something you guys do every year. Talk about that game and really what it means to the community.
Well, I think it's a great way for the community to come out and show that support. You know, personally, my mom's a breast cancer survivor, and so it's a big game for me as well. You know, kind of brings that home and how that happened a long time ago. She's doing great now. But I think everybody can rally around that point and come in, wear your pink, come out, support the Vandals, and you know, hopefully see a couple of wins.
Awesome. Well, Idaho coach John Newley, thank you so much for joining us here on Inside the Vandals.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on Inside the Vandals. Make sure you tune in same time, same place next week. Also want to thank Idaho men's coach Don Verlin and women's coach John Newley for joining us. Finally, want to make sure you guys like us on Facebook at facebook.com/InsideTheVandals and on Twitter at twitter.com/VandalInsider. I'm Madison McCord. Go Vandals.
The Coastal